This is a message for Buckhannon, West Virginia. Hi. Yeah, I used to live in Buckhannon and Beverly and Elkins, West Virginia. And yeah, I've had several apartments in West Virginia. And what's up, you guys? Yeah. Um, the reason why I'm hitting you guys up is to let you guys know that the reason why I'm not in Buckhannon anymore is because I apparently had some evil twins and some evil siblings, and my evil family from Texas, and lots of other evil people who decided that they were going to sneak around places like Cambridge Heights and play with kids. And even though there might be, a great deal of people there who are into that sort of thing, um, I'm most certainly not. I'm not okay with. I'm not okay with it ever happening around any of mine, and it's surely not okay to happen to my neighbors or to my community. So, since that's the kind of thing that you guys like there, I've stepped away. Since people want to, I guess, side with abusers, I've stepped away until you guys can handle it. Because I'm not going to be somewhere where you guys are allowing the most heinous things to go on behind the scenes. Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. And the fact that I can't go to law enforcement whenever I'm in Buckhannon and get help as a single mom when I need kids, that's a problem too. Like, Buckhannon, West Virginia is a really terrible place to live. If you're from Buckhannon and it's a terrible place to live, holler. Yeah, let people know. Hi, I'm from Buckhannon. It is a terrible place to live, and let me tell you why. Because it's run by a bunch of racist witches. Yeah, who think that it's okay to mess with people's kids and to mess with single moms and to be calling CPS, making fake reports about them all the time so that they can, so that their kids can get caught up in the foster care systems and so that they get stuck in a little Celebrate Recovery program that's also run by racists and witches who all worked together actually to, not all of them, but many of them actually worked together as part of a murder for hire campaign. Yeah, it's been really bad. It's been real. Um, a lot of people were told a lot of different things. I would just like to clear the air that I have never played with no kids in my whole life, and I would never. And the fact that people were saying something like that about me and that nobody asked me, nobody said anything, like, hey, this person said this about you, like it doesn't seem true, but like they would tell me that it was said, but they wouldn't tell me who told me. Like there were people who busted in and they were like, "Oh my god, you're praying with your kids? Oh, that's not what I expected you to be doing." Well, what exactly was it that you expected me to be doing, dude? And who told you that? And they would never tell me. Like nobody would ever let me know what was going on. And it's like, I already knew because let me tell you what, you guys all know my mom or fake mom or whoever that is, Melinda. Um, Let me tell you the story. I was in Goodwill. Remember when they first put the Goodwill store in Buckhannon like a really long time ago? So I walk in with this bitch to the Goodwill and she lets me go and get clothes and stuff and is all nice to me and stuff like that, which never happens, right? So I'm able to actually go in and get some clothes, which is really weird. And then on the way out the store, she lets me check out first. She actually hands me the money to check out myself, and and I leave, go outside first with my cart. And while I'm outside, she's in there doing her thing, and she talks to the cashier, I guess, or so she says. She comes outside and she says, do you know what I told that cashier back there? And I'm telling you, I'm like 12 years old when she does this to me. She's like, do you know what I told that cashier back there? She said, I told that cashier back there that you're nothing but a whore and that I can't leave you alone in the room with men at all. And I hadn't even, like, I wasn't even active yet like that. Like, I hadn't even, like, I think at that point, like, I'm not even sure that I'd ever even made out with anybody yet. Like, like it was that early, or if I was, it was just that, you know what I mean? Like just simple, like it was too early to be saying something, like it was really weird. And that's whenever I realized she was like, I told her that you're like a whore, and that I can't leave you alone in a room with people, and uh, that what else did she say? She said now that lady's gonna think that you're a whore for the rest of your life. Every time that you walk in that store, she's gonna think you're a whore. She's gonna tell everybody what I said about you. And I was like, damn, what the fuck? I was like, damn, that's a really shocking thing to say to somebody, like after you take them shopping. Like that's pretty shocking. So that's child abuse, first of all, to do something like that to a kid. And she was like, that lady believed me. And you know what? Like I could feel it from the store. Like I know that that sounds weird or whatever, but I felt it. I felt like a change in the vibes and everything. Like, and I felt what she was saying. Like she really had told that lady that, and that lady did believe her. And it's like, why would you believe that about a little kid? You know what I mean? And they managed to, well, that's not a little kid, but still, and they've managed. I'm just letting you know how it's been. Like that was just an instance that I saw that they told me about. This was something that they'd been doing behind my back my whole life, ever since I was a little bitty. Okay, and because it was so effective while I was a teenager, because they knew that there would be times that I would be leaving by myself, that I might have to be by myself, you know, other than in school now that I'm older. So they had to make sure that they ruined my reputation before I ever even like started to go hang out with people. You know what I mean? It was really weird. And I didn't realize how important it was and how badly they wanted to keep this up for the rest of my life. But apparently they were just doing this stuff behind my back for like the rest of my life. Like they got as many people involved in it as they could. They had people taking videos and pictures and talking all kinds of shit, and people were just like and there's no way to just like it, I didn't like I didn't know how to just address the whole thing and be like, hey, I know that all this stuff, crazy stuff, is being said about me behind my back. I don't know who all it has been told. I don't know who all it has affected. I don't know whether you guys really think it, or you're just being paid to say that you think it, or that you're going along with one of those false investigation things and you just have to go along with it, and there's going to be like a million different false investigations or a million different allegations, and everybody's just going to, you know, think different things and call me different names behind my back and all this stuff, you know, like, and because it was so important for my family to make sure that that's all that people thought about me, they also made sure that I really couldn't connect with anybody on a personal level, and unless it was people that they sent in. And if it wasn't someone that they sent in, and it was someone who I just met genuinely, then they would apparently be sending other people in to change the trajectory of the situation. And thus, I have actually been controlled my whole life, even though I was out in the open in front of everyone, moving about freely and going to work and coming to your churches and coming to your Celebrate Recovery groups and smoking dank. And it I didn't know how to tell anybody. I didn't think that there was anybody to tell, and I didn't know who to tell because it seemed like everybody was kind of involved in it. Because by the time that I actually broke down and went to the police, which is something that people knew me to not do, um, I actually went to the police station in Buckhannon where I tried to get help because I heard that someone threatened um, my life and the life of a kid. And that was an adult dude there who either is or was in your community. I don't know. And So I tried to get help for that. I tried to let law enforcement there in Buckhannon know that some threats had been made, and they sat in their cruiser and their fat asses filled the entire cruiser while they were eating, and they looked at me and they said, "We think you're just trying." No, no, no. They said, "What's your name?" And I told them my name, and they said, "Well, we think you're just trying to get him in trouble." He wouldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm just trying to get somebody in trouble. He didn't realize that I'd just driven 400 miles away to tell other people because it was that severe, and that those people told me that I needed to go back to them and tell them, and so that was my attempt to tell them, and they rejected me. They did not accept anything that I said. It was completely ridiculous, and so for everybody who wants to say that I'm a rat, um, first of all, telling on people who thought that it was okay to tiptoe around your kids, that is not ratting. All of you who think that it's okay to just turn a blind eye to little kids getting hurt, that is nasty. That is terrible. That needs corrected. Okay? So before any of you think that you're going to say anything more about me, you need to correct the very real incest issue that's going on and the pedophile issue. And that's not all of Buckhannon. And Buckhannon doesn't want to be known for that. So they're going to correct it. Yeah. Uh Speaking up, because I see old the management taking teenagers from my building and walking them to the next building, and those teenagers are crying and they're doing the walk of shame and they don't want to go across the street anymore. Yeah, no one should have to see that. The whole lot of you should have more respect for little kids and for single mothers and for mothers entirely than that, whether you're poor or not. You should have more respect for yourselves, more respect for your families, more respect for your community than that. We don't mess with kid touchers. We don't want touchers around here. That's what you need to be telling them. No, stay the fuck away from my apartment. No, you can't come in here with that shit. No, I'm taking care of my kids. I'm protecting them from people like you. That's what they all have to do. And you know what's really messed up is that even when we're in our apartments thinking that we're protecting our kids, the management is giving these people keys to get into your apartments. Yeah, your Section 8 apartments. Mm-hmm. Valley Green, Cambridge Heights, all that. Yeah, they are. I don't care. You can sue the fucking piss out of me. I don't give a fuck. You guys better be careful in there. Cause they'll fucking give keys to motherfuckers to fucking go in your apartment while you're asleep, while you're there, while you're at work. It doesn't fucking matter. They'll even fucking set cameras up and have their little friends standing outside on the phone and shit to be able to tell when you come back so that motherfuckers can get out of your apartment. Yeah, they'll come in and put shit in your food and all kinds of shit. It's fucking bullshit. So if any of you guys know any of my siblings over there who want to talk shit and want to act like they know something about me, you guys know the only sibling that I really even fucking knew was Sean, and he's not there anymore. The other siblings were either not allowed to talk to me, or they thought that it would be funnier to sneak around behind my back or live in the apartment next to me. Yeah. Or quietly and make sure that I never saw them, or live in the apartment behind above me and be real quiet and shit and be coming in. No, we don't let people incest stalk. I don't care if the bitch is the fucking leader of the whatever fucking. I don't care what the fuck the bitch is a fucking leader of. You don't let her fucking go in and fucking mess with kids. I don't care. Get them the fuck out of there. The kid touchers need to fucking leave. They need to fucking disperse. They need to get on their knees and they need to beg God forgiveness and they need to fucking become Christians and they need to never fucking touch kids ever again. And you guys can call me a fucking rat all you want, but the fucking child touchers, yeah. They deserve to be on the sex offender registry, in prison, or in mental institutions, or whatever the fuck needs to be done with them. But they definitely don't need to be going and getting keys to your apartments from the management who's in their little fucking cults, their little fucking group. It's not funny. You guys called way too much attention to yourselves. It's fucking horrible. It would be really cool if you guys stopped talking about me, because it's been 2.5 fucking years since I ran out of your fucking shithole, and I'm still fucking hearing about my name. My name being brought up. My name being brought up. You should probably keep my name out of your mouth if you don't have anything good to say. Because the only people who don't have anything good to say are the ones who are upset because they're getting in trouble for being touchers. And most of the people who knew me personally there actually knew that I was an okay person. So it's really fucked up to hear about how you guys all were talking about me, and all the little CPS reports that you made, and all the little spells you were that you were casting on me, and all the weird fucking shit you were doing behind the scenes. I'm really sad about it, honestly. I mean, I've gotten over it for the most part, but I do miss Buckhannon. That's a place that it could be better. You guys could do better. The oppression could be lifted. You guys have a real serious oppression over everything. It's very deliberate. You should probably stop taking each other's kids for no reason, and you should probably all stop using meth, because it's completely destroying your judgment. It's severe. And be really careful on the internet, and don't even use Facebook dating. Just don't even use the internet for any of that. You guys should go to church and take it seriously, and not be doing witchcraft in the background. That's really serious. You need to stop. You need to honor your kids more than that. God bless you guys.